Ah, screw it. I'm gonna do it finally. I'm gonna just tell you what is the best area to live in Myrtle Beach. What's happening, guys? It's Jeremy Blanton with RE/MAX Southern Shores. And the number one question, the top thing I get asked almost every single person I talk to is, what is the best area to live in Myrtle Beach? People are moving to this area because they've seen a lot of content, they've seen a lot of stuff online related to moving to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina and all the many benefits that there's out there. I don't need to get into those with you today because you're here already, so you want to learn more about where is the best section in Myrtle Beach to live. But before I go and answer this question, let's take a minute and discuss the different areas that are here along the Grand Strand. We're going to start up on the northern end, up at the North Carolina border, and work our way all the way down to the south through Georgetown counties. Up on the northern end, let's start at the North Carolina-South Carolina border, and there you're going to start with the city of Little River. It's a small section of the beach that as you head south of it, you're going to have on the ocean side, Cherry Grove, and to the west of it, you're going to have Longs and then Loris. If we come south just a little bit more, you're going to then actually end up in the city of North Myrtle Beach. Did you know that that's actually a city? It's not just the northern end of Myrtle Beach. It's something completely different than the city of Myrtle Beach. But as you keep coming down south, you then have this small little section called the Windy Hill or Atlantic Beach area that kind of splits North Myrtle Beach right in the middle. And then as you come south of that, you have then a section which is known as Barefoot in North Myrtle Beach. It's a huge section made up of probably about 30 different communities that run through there. Whether it's a condo, a townhouse, or single family luxury homes, the Barefoot Landing area has a little bit of it all. If we come down south of that a little bit more, you then are going to start to get to the border of the Myrtle Beach city limits. But before you get there, you're going to hit this real small town called Briarcliff Acres. It's a small town made up of about 350 houses on the beach side, eastern side of 17. It's its own little separate town entity. It has its own city council. It has its own mayor even. We actually, when we moved to the area, we lived in Briarcliff Acres, and it's an exclusive section of the Grand Strand that people really seem to enjoy. I was told back in the day that it has one of the highest per capita in all of the state of South Carolina. With that being said, it also has its own section of private beach, which a lot of people really enjoy. So as we head south from Briarcliff, you then have along the beach the Arcadian or Shore Drive area, which is made up of a lot of condominiums and oceanfront hotels. And then as you come south a little bit more, you then get into the city limits of Myrtle Beach. Going down through the Myrtle Beach area, you have all kinds of options. There's where all of the tourism stuff happens for the most part in the area. You have the Market Common, you have the Oceanfront District with all the oceanfront hotels, the Golden Mile, and so many other things. If you head west from Myrtle Beach, you still have a Myrtle Beach address, but you then get into Carolina Forest. If you head south in Myrtle Beach, you still have that Myrtle Beach address, but you're actually in a section called Socastee or Burgess. So you have a lot of different options inside Myrtle Beach, and a lot of it though is not part of the city limits. West of Myrtle Beach and the outside city limits, you then have Conway, and west of that even you get to Aner, South Carolina. So let's then continue heading south a little bit more. As you head down south from there, you're going to then get to Surfside Beach along the ocean, Garden City as well, and then as you head south, you hit Murrells Inlet, which is the border in between Horry and Georgetown County. Some of Murrells Inlet is Horry County, some of it is Georgetown County. If we continue heading south a little bit more, you're going to get down past Huntington Beach Park, past where you have Brook Green Gardens, you hit Litchfield Beaches and Pawleys Island, and then as you go south of that, you then get to the city of Georgetown. And that's basically all of the different sections that we have here in our area to pick from. After we've now gone through all these different sections, you're probably wondering which is the best section for you to move to. Which is the best area to buy a home in? Where's the best place for me to live? If I'm going to move my family across the country, where should I think about moving to, Jeremy? Well, here's the reality of this. I can't answer that question for you. The best way that I can explain it is that it's a lot like my children. Each one of my children have a very unique personality. If you brought all three of my kids here and we sat them down and you got to meet them, you would notice right away that each of them is very unique. My oldest, she's probably going to be the one sitting in the corner, reading a book, kind of minding her own business, staying to herself. She's perfectly fine doing that, and that's what makes her happiest. My son, who's the middle, he wants to be your best friend. He's going to be your buddy. He's going to think that you're the best person in the world and you're going to be his best buddy by the time you leave. Even though he won't remember your name, you're still his new best friend. And of course, then there's my youngest. When she walks in the door, you cannot miss it. Here she comes and the world's gonna know Miriam has arrived. And so each of our children have very unique personalities that some people love the personality of my oldest, other people prefer my youngest. The question is which one fits your needs and wants. And the area here along the Grand Strand is very much similar to that. Each section has its own unique personality that may fit your needs and wants better than other segments. Some people that I work with, they absolutely love the northern end and that's where they want to live. Other people that I talk to, they want to be down on the southern end. They only want to be in Surfside Beach. They don't want to even think about being somewhere else. What I would suggest is this. You need to come to the area, you need to visit and spend some time in each section of the beach to figure out which personality, which one fits your needs and wants. I would suggest spending half a day up in Little River to figure out, is this where I want to spend the next several years of my life? Take a trip down to Murrells Inlet and visit the areas. See if the restaurants there are what fit your needs. See if it has the grocery stores, the things that you want to do on a daily basis close by that are easy to get to. Go visit Conway and see, do I mind being a little bit farther away from the beach? Does 501 traffic bother me? Can I do okay with it? And then here's the other thing that I would suggest as well. Don't just go one time to these areas and say, oh, I love it and I want to be here, or oh no, this isn't going to be it. Visit them at different times a day. So if you've gone visiting North Myrtle Beach in the morning, take the next trip up there in the afternoon or early evening. Go up there on a weekend and see what it's like. You know, I remember one of the people that was coming to the area to buy, they wanted to buy down in Surfside. And so they went and visited there on a Monday and Tuesday and said, hey, this is great. But they didn't take into account that during the summer, that on 544, that's where all of the traffic comes in to go to the local campgrounds, which means traffic gets backed up with RVs that are for miles and miles long. And so they bought this home and moved in and didn't realize this was there. Well, after a couple months, they went, Jeremy, why did we do this? And I said, well, I told you, take some time, visit those areas, see if it's what you like. And you told me we love it. So I would definitely recommend take some time, check out these areas at different times of days, different times of the week, different weekends. Go check it out and then you'll get to realize what section best fits your personality. So let me now take a minute and share with you what is my personal preference as for the section of the beach that I live in. This is based on my job, my occupation, my family needs and wants and things that we love to do on a regular basis. And because of the things that we do, my job as a realtor, I'm driving all over the beach to meet people and show them properties. I list homes everywhere from Georgetown all the way up to Little River and everywhere in between. So because of that, I prefer to live more centralized in Myrtle Beach. So I live actually in the Carolina Forest area. I like being here because that if I need to meet a client all the way on the northern end of the beach, I can jump on Highway 31, I can be there in 25 to 30 minutes, and I can get there easily and smooth and not have to go through all the tourism traffic. If the next day I have to meet someone down on the southern end, it's no big deal. I jump on Highway 31 and I can head south. This last weekend, I met a client on the 4th of July weekend down in Pawleys Island. He wanted to buy a home down there in a new home subdivision. So we drove down there and we met on 4th of July weekend. Yeah, it was a crazy time to go there, but the reality is this, it still only took me about 40 to 45 minutes to get all the way down there. Why is that? Because in the center of Myrtle Beach, you have options for going north and south. You have Highway 31 that you can jump on. It's a 6-lane road, 65 mile an hour, no stoplights, no stop signs, nothing. Just get on and go. And so I got on there, took that as far as I could south and could get there. You also have, if 31 for some reason's backed up, there's a big accident or something, you can jump over to 17 bypass and take that to go north or south. If both of those are filled up that day, you still have 17 business, and heaven forbid of all three, you still have Ocean Boulevard to get around the area. So when you live kind of more in the center section of the beach, you have options to get north and south. Whereas when you start to get down towards the southern end of the beach or up towards the northern end, everything kind of funnels down in to one area. And what happens is you usually end up getting a little bit of bottleneck with the heavy amounts of traffic going on through the area. Trust me, if you're up in North Myrtle Beach or Little River on a day when it's raining, it's a nightmare to try to get around because the traffic is at a standstill. Everybody leaves the beaches, let's go shopping, let's go to the mall, let's go check out a movie, and everything stands still because you can't get around. Whereas if you live more in the center, you have those options to do. The southern end of the beach, same type of issue. Everything funnels into basically 17 and you have just a bottleneck of traffic to get through. So for me and my family, we prefer the center section, but that may not be what your needs are. If you want to buy in the northern end, we can do it. If you love the southern end, we can do that too. That's the beautiful thing. I can help you buy in any of those sections. It doesn't matter where. So the first thing that I would suggest to figuring out what is the best section of the beach to live in, take a trip. Check out the different sections of the beach and come with the mindset, I'm moving here. I'm not coming on vacation. I'm coming to live here for the rest of my life. And so come with that mindset of where's the good places to go get groceries? What good restaurants are nearby that are local spots, not the tourist sections? Is there good healthcare nearby? Is there a good dry cleaners nearby? Is there a vet nearby for my puppy? You know, I asked the question the other day from someone. They said, Jeremy, we're moving to the area and our puppy is our baby. Is there a good vet nearby? So you may want to check out those types of things before you decide on what section works best for you. And once you know that information, we can then go and find you a house. Because here's the beautiful thing about living in Myrtle Beach. It doesn't matter what section of the beach, whether it's the northern side, the southern side, whether it's out west in Conway or wherever you may want to be, we can find a home that's going to fit your needs in just about every section of the beach. One of the great parts of living here along the Grand Strand is that each section has a very vast array of properties available for sale. So if you want something that's luxury, we can find it in every section. If you need that budget-friendly home, we can find that too. So hopefully you guys found value in this video today. If so, give it a thumbs up, get that bell on, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.